Children Trust Fund was set up after the vice president had visited that area. And he was overwhelmed by the fact that thousands, hundreds, thousands, and maybe millions of children, very young age children who should ideally be in school, were not in school. They were not being taken care of, they were not being catered for, and he felt that something needed to be done. And quite a number of us were invited by Mr. Vice President to lend our support to this noble idea. That's how we all got involved. It wasn't just myself alone, and a number of my other colleagues and a number of other entrepreneurs were involved in this project.
Now, increasingly, we live in a country which, is kind of fractured, and you hear a lot of talk about North and South, Muslim, Christian, rather unfortunate aspect of, our environment right now. But you're not from the North. Indeed, you're not a Muslim. You're from the South, and I think you're a Christian. Why do you feel that this conflict, which in many ways is not directly involving the area of Nigeria where you come from, is something that you need to be part of providing a solution to?
It doesn't really matter. Human beings are human beings, whether they are white, they are black, they are Indians, they are Asians. It doesn't really matter. Human beings are human beings. Therefore, the religion has no role to play with regard to when you want to display your compassion, when you want to display your support, when you want to display your philanthropic efforts, contributions to ensure that your fellow human beings, they survive certain crises. You are not going to be thinking about religion, class, poor, rich, and all that. That's not going to be a factor to consider at all. In fact, we never even consider that as a matter of fact when we're making our various strategic decisions of what we needed to do to execute the projects.
Now, you've built this first center. My understanding is that the trust wants to build at least another 9, similar to the ones that you've just executed. What is the strategy for doing that? Is this going to keep being driven by the private sector? Where are you planning to get the money to keep on executing this vision that the Vice President has?
Definitely, we're going to build many more of these. This very project has been executed in less than 1 year, and I'm very pleased to know or to say that some hundreds of those students, they had all moved into that center. They are having a normal life. They have water to drink. They have food to eat. They have accommodation. They have residential facilities. And they also are in school. Plus, there are also hospital facilities. There's no reason why we will not execute the additional 9 to make 10. We will do that. And if you look at the number, assuming one facility accommodates 1,000, then 10 will accommodate 10,000. 10,000 is a very little number if you consider how many persons have been displaced in Northeast. You're talking about definitely over 1 million.
It's about 2.1.
Now, thank you. If your statistics is right, if 2.1 million persons, children mostly, have been displaced, we're only catering for, from this number, only 10,000. We still have hundreds of millions more that cannot be taken care of. We do expect that's where United Nations will come in to take care of some of the rest. And there will still be some that are left.
But presumably you think it is important that even if it is one person that you are able to look after, even if it's 10, even if then the 10,000, that this will make a difference to the region, and that's why you're doing it.
No, not only will make a difference to the region, those individuals will make a difference to the whole nation. Those individuals will influence certain powerful decisions in the future. And if they are well educated, they are wiser, they behave better, they can also influence lives that we ordinarily would not have access to. And I was also offered that some of the students, after they would have finished their primary school education, some numbers every year, I was already discussing with my board, if they're subject to them passing certain exam, we'll be able to hopefully bring them to James Hope College, which is also the school that we had been able to build in Delta State.
Yes.